Hello there, divine beings of YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. This is Allie Tarot 108, and we are continuing our series today with our monthly zodiacs for May 2025. Oh, we got some interesting camera effect going on my hands today. What's that all about? So, anyway. Today we're looking at Scorpio. So if you are a Scorpio sun sign or rising sign, moon sign, Venus sign, or if you just have a lot of Scorpio dominating in your chart, then this video is for you today. Or if you just feel attracted and you just want to watch, and maybe you saw the thumbnail and you feel attracted to one of the significator cards in the thumbnail, this video could also be for you for May 2025. So we are going to pick 3 different significator cards and do a more intuitive spin on the monthly reading. So when we pick the cards, you can also pick your pile, pick your cards. So pile number 1 today, Scorpio 2025. Okay, who is it? Loss. Sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. Humility energy. Next, card number 2, pile number 2, reframe. This is happening for me, not to me. Oh, get this energy like some of you, either in pile 1, pile 2, there may be some big event that happened with you recently or that will happen with you in May 2025. Pile 3 is detachment. Interesting. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled, and this is very interesting. This goddess here, crow energy, is very Scorpio. So, wow. I get the feeling like your Scorpios, there is going to be some big event where it seems like a loss in May 2025, but we're going to look more into that when you choose your pile. So there should be timestamps down below. Please choose your pile and scroll forward to your reading. See you there. Bye. Hello, pile 1, Scorpio pile 1 for May 2025. You have chosen the pile 1 loss card, and it says, sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. So I do get this energy like for some of you there could be some big event or a big kind of change happening in May 2025, or potentially it's already happened and you're dealing with this thing in May 2025, dealing with this issue. So what we do for our monthly reading is we take one line for the moon energy pile. Moon energy, that means your emotions, your relationships, and all that kind of sphere for May 2025. And the second line is your career, money, finances, assets, that whole sphere. And the third line is just general messages from Spirit, recap, or anything else that we need to know for this reading. So before each line, we will take a significator card as well. I use the Messages of Life deck by Mario Duguay. So let's pull one card for the moon energy for pile 1. Unity. Today, I bring my attention into the present moment, where I become one with my inner light. As I make this conscious connection, I find myself centered in my heart and begin to grow with my own divinity. Union with my inner light provides me with a wise and stable base from which I can now live every day of my life. There's this energy about knowledge of my higher self, knowledge of your higher self coming up this month. And if you just see this image here, it's like, I feel you could also be looking to your guides, looking to your spirit guides. Of course, if you're someone with a lot of Scorpio energy, you've definitely got that spiritual, deep, dark side to you. I feel like many of you will be people who are interested in like the deeper meaning of why things happen in your life. With the white dove here on the loss card, it's like I feel like there could have been something that happened recently in your life which like was negative or seemed negative, and it's like you're looking at the deeper meaning of like, why did this happen to me? With the white dove, you know, we always think of the white dove as like an offering of peace. So I do get this energy like there should be a certain aspect of gratefulness with this event that is seemingly negative that happened to you recently. But let's check it more. So I'm using these black tarot deck for Scorpio Celestial Carnival Tarot. I always have a funny karma with Scorpio and Scorpio people, although myself, I don't have too much Scorpio in my chart, a little bit, but I always have a funny karma with Scorpios. My oldest daughter is also a Scorpio, so yeah, funny. So what does Scorpio Pile 1 need to know about their moon energy coming up for May 2025? Please let us know. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. The Tower. Oh, yeah. Tower in reverse especially. Page of Pentacles. Reverse. I feel like we need to mix these up a little bit more. Oh. Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. Loss and unity. Could it be coming together through loss? The Hermit. Yeah, I knew the Hermit was going to come up. What else? Wheel of Fortune. Very interesting. So I want to say that I feel although this loss has happened for you, I do get this energy like for some of you, this loss could actually be the loss of someone in your life, someone passing on or someone passing away, or a relationship breaking up, or moving away from somewhere or from someone. I do get this message like it's been hard for you. This loss, this breakage, this I, I see this like severance between you and I feel it's like another person, especially another person. And it's been really, really hard for you. I feel like you tried to make it work. You tried to give all your effort and all your energy, but like with the Knight of Pentacles here, like you've really tried to um I feel like you could have even invested like money into this. Like they could have lived in another place from you. It's like, okay, I've spent all this money visiting you, or I've spent all this money. It could be also spending a lot of money on healthcare or on helping this person to get well. Because I feel like for some of you, there could be a loss involving someone passing on. And as we know, in some countries around the world, healthcare is very expensive. So with the Knight of Pentacles here, I get this energy of like you investing yourself somehow in that relationship. Like, oh, I came to visit you, I paid all that money on gas, or I paid all that money for a plane ticket, or for a train ticket, or for like, I spent so much time on the metro or on the subway just like to get to you, or like in my car. But with the Tower, it's like, okay, I feel like your efforts have gone in vain. Um, and now with the Page of Pentacles, it's like you're trying to figure out how to start again. You're trying to figure out how to group yourself together again. And I feel like that's one side of you. But on the other side, I feel like you are a very successful person. And like you do know yourself. It's like know thyself energy coming up. If you just see this figure here, it's very much like a church icon, like something in the like Catholic or Orthodox kind of church, what they have. I do see that energy where it's like, okay, I know that this situation is not ideal, and I just really have to turn inward. This Queen of Pentacles also gives me like a hermit energy, and we did get the hermit coming up as well, but I get this energy of like, okay, this is a really big loss, and I just need to sit with myself and be with myself and be just regroup together and feel my emotions really. I get this energy of like you prioritizing just feeling these emotions and being in those emotions. Um, and sitting with them and being honest with yourself that like, okay, I'm not doing good right now. I know that I need to deal with all this. I know that these feelings are serious, and if a message comes up like, I'm sure you know it already, a message comes up like you're quite self-aware. Um, and I get a message for you as well, like, don't just suffer in silence. I feel like Scorpio people, I've seen it so many times in my life, they just suffer in silence. They try to be tough. And they try to look at the deeper meaning of why this suffering is happening to them, you know? But I want to say that it can be really helpful for you to speak to other people about what you're feeling and about the things that you're going through. With Wheel of Fortune here, I do get this energy like you're of many minds, different minds about the future, about your future. And I get this energy like in May 2025, you're going to be thinking a lot about what is my future, you know, with relationships, with my emotions. How am I going to get over this? How am I going to get through this? But this card is giving me like, though you are going through this kind of like dark night of the soul kind of energy, there's going to be a light at the end of that tunnel. It's like you're walking in a deep dark forest, but then you see this bright shining light, bright shining orb. And now, if you are that type of Scorpio who is interested in like occultism and spirituality and that kind of way, yeah, I mean, looking at those kind of things can help you to process this whole energy. And I do want to say that I feel it's very important for you just not to be alone in this period for yourself. Even if you just go out, you go to some meetings, engagements, or whatever it is, I feel like just being around people can help you a lot in the present state that you're in. Yeah. So let's now take a significator card for the second line, who's coming up, growing. So this is our career financial line. So it says growing. Today I understand that I am here to learn, to discover and grow. When I nourish myself with my inner light, my inner divinity grows. When I study the messages that life brings me, I am improved in the eyes of God. When I strike a balance between the material and spiritual worlds, I am freed of inner conflicts. In these ways, I grow my own soul. So I'm getting temperance energy coming up here. So I do get this message like you have guardian angels around you. You have strong spirit guides around you, and maybe some of you already connect with them and speak to them and pray to them. But I do get this energy where I'm being told like, pile one, please don't worry about the things going on in your life. It's really that temperance energy that I'm feeling where it's like 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. I feel like you're in a sensitive period, but I want to say that I feel pile one, you're so strong. You're so, so strong. I'm feeling it very strongly that you're so strong. So let's see what's going on with pile one's financial energy coming up May 2025. Okay, somebody jumped out. Page of Wands, that's good. Yeah, with the Page of Wands coming up, it's like, I still feel like even though you are going through this kind of dark night of the soul, you're still working on your career or your work or your projects, and you're going to try to push through no matter what. Who else is coming up? Four of Wands. That whole energy of meeting with other people and party and yeah, I did see in the first line where I did see actually this energy of like going to a club, going to a club or going to a social environment, social aspect where it's like, I feel like it's going to help you just to be around people and like even in a music or like dancing environment where it's like you just go there to get your mind off of the stuff that's going on with you. It's the Strength card. But we are asking about career and financial coming up this month. So what do we need to know? Five of Swords. Justice. Two of Wands. One more. Four of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like with the Four of Pentacles here, the message is don't worry too much, because even though you're going through this difficult time emotionally and mentally, I feel with the Five of Swords here in reverse, like there are things taxing on your mind very, very heavily. Still, you're keeping up your strength. I feel like you're trying to maintain a positive outlook and you're trying to be strong within yourself, but I do want to say that with the Four of Pentacles here, this stone man, stone figure, it's like I feel like you're going to continue to keep whatever work you have. You're not gonna like drop out or get fired or like quit. I don't get that feeling from you. I get this feeling like um, this month is gonna be for personal growth. We have the growing card here. Nourishing myself with inner light. Yeah, so it's just like about holding yourself, being aware of your emotions. And again, I do get this message like speak to other people about what you're going through, and just know that you're not alone. This is a message coming up. You're not alone, and you will find a way to push through this difficult time for you. With the Two of Wands here, it's like I feel you still. I feel like you're a person who can transmute your energy and your deep emotions into productivity. If you know about transmutation, emotional and energetic transmutation, it's like that if you're experiencing an energy very strongly or an emotion very strongly, you can actually work it out and work it into other aspects of your life. So I feel like you're a person who may be skilled in that, where it's like you can, like a boxer. Boxer, it's like, okay, think of the person you hate most and punch the hardest, punch the bag the hardest. It's that kind of thing. Like, think of the thing that's making you the saddest and just like use it to create something beautiful, to create art, and to create something beautiful that other people will appreciate and love. So I feel like you're a deeply emotional person, Pile One. Yeah. So let's take one of these Mother Earth Mandela oracles. Bewitched. So there's a lot of energy taxing your mind. It's like you're absorbed in it. Flower of the Wind. What else? Chic. Yeah, so it's like I get this image of like, although the girl is down, she's looking down at the ground, she's feeling bad, she's feeling like everything is against her. Still, the the wind, or just like the general universal energy around you, you're gonna see these little indications which are just like flowers, like just giving you a little flower. It's like the boy sees the girl looking sad on the street and gives her a flower that he picked. And it's that kind of energy. Like, I feel that coming from your angels around you as well. Like, they're gonna send you these little indications like, you're okay, we're here with you, and you can lift yourself up. And with the chic mandala here, it is that energy, I feel like, about transmutation, about transforming something, because this mandala really reminds me of, those, if you've ever seen those videos of like someone puts water on a speaker or on like a metal dish and puts a frequency into that dish, then the water transforms into a different kind of mandala or a different kind of shape as that frequency goes into like the platform or the platter that it's on. So I get that energy there. So it's really that energy of like transmutation, transforming, creating something which is awesome and chic. We know what chic means. It's like fashionable, but it's really something which is like eye-catching for other people and pleasing for other people. So I feel like you can take this energy that you're feeling and change it around into something great for yourself. Now, let's take our third line, general messages, and it's amazing. This card just popped out. Never alone. It's so true. It's so true. I've been telling you this whole reading. You're not alone. I get that strong feeling that you're not alone. So it says, my bond with God and the angels is the flame that illuminates my heart, regardless of the darkness around me. This bond is the foundation of my inner strength. It allows me to go on, having faith that all things will fall into divine order for my greatest benefit. I ask the universe for guidance, knowing I will always receive its help and protection. Today the sun will rise and shine for me. I am never alone. I think I think your guides are trying to tell you something. You're not alone. Don't feel so down on yourself. I've told it to you several times, in this reading. You're not alone. You're never alone. You will never be alone. So let's see. What are the general messages from Spirit Song Tarot for Scorpio Pile 1 for May 2025? It is Seven of Shells. That's Seven of Cups. Choice, ambitions. Shaman. Divine wisdom, spiritual power. It's a kind of a falcon. So lobster. Yeah. Scorpio, Lobster, scorpion. I have a funny karma with Scorpios. I have a funny destiny. This one. Transformation, and it says transition, liberation with the locust. I feel that's also a very Scorpio card. I'm getting just huge Scorpio energy coming out of this reading today. Love, choice, trust. What else? The shadow, self-empowerment, ambition. Queen of Cups, peace, compassion. It is a otter taking some. It's an otter taking some clams, whatever they eat. What else? One more. Eight of Swords, courage, solutions. Interesting how I just see often this Eight of Swords comes up right at the end of general messages, and it always feels like it means, because it's a mouse here and it's all about the mind with Eight of Swords, courage, solutions. I feel this energy like it's all about you looking into that eternal, most finite aspect of yourself, looking deep into your soul this month to find the answers for the things that the progression that you need in your life. With Seven of Shells here, this lobster energy, I do get this feeling like you could feel like you're closed up this month, like Cancer energy. We're Scorpio also, and it is kind of similar, a scorpion also has that hard outer shell, as well as a lobster, as well as a crab, with Cancer. But I do get that energy like you might just be really inside yourself this month. But with the shaman here, I feel like you could be turning to more, you can say like spiritual or occult kind of things to try and free yourself from those dark feelings or like dark night of the soul feelings that you're having. And with that, I feel you can have this transformation. You see the locust here, and start to open up a bit again. I feel like there will be more opening up toward the end of the month. Of course, we do have the shadow card here, so I feel like in a way you will still feel loneliness or like you need to be alone to process these emotions. I feel like it's going to be a process this month. But with the Queen of Shells here, the Queen of Cups, it's like I do feel you by the end of the month feeling a lot better and a lot more secure with yourself. And then being able to move on from whatever the situation is. I feel like it's going to be a progression though. It may not be over by the end of this month. It may take several months. But yeah. Scorpio Pile 1. That is what I see for you for May 2025. If you like this reading, please like, comment, share, subscribe as well. My donation link is down below, PayPal. So if you like this reading, if you feel donations are always appreciated to keep this channel running, really appreciate it. So Take care of yourself and happy May 2025. Bye. Hello, Scorpio Pile 2. Welcome to your reading today for May 2025. You have chosen second card, Reframe, and it says, this is happening for me, not to me. So in pile 1, we did get that big energy of some kind of loss happening, but we're going to see what comes up now in pile 2 today. So what we do for these readings is the first line is the moon energy line. That means your emotions, your relationships, and that kind of energy for the month of May 2025. The second line is the career, financial, money, assets aspect. And the third line is the general messages, recap, or anything else that Spirit wants us to know. And in the beginning of each line, we do take a significator card as well for each line. So let's now ask about what is the significator card for Scorpio Pile 2 coming in May 2025. Dance to the rhythm of life. Today I find joy in my heart. I lighten my life by releasing what I no longer need. I align myself with who I am and gently acknowledge who I am not. I am grateful for what I possess and am at peace with what I do not. I appreciate and accept my life as it is. I live according to the will of God. In this way, I dance with life and see the magic of love bloom. Okay? So, let's see. We have the Celestial Carnival Tarot. Black tarot, has to be black for my Scorpio friends. I always have a funny karma and energy with Scorpio people. It's always something interesting comes in my life from Scorpios. By the way, my eldest daughter is a Scorpio as well, but we have a few cards here jumping out. So what do we need to know for the moon energy for pile 2? 5 of Swords. Oh, reversed. The Sun. What else? The Empress. Ooh, 8 of Pentacles. And an energy about, like, I get this actually, it's more like father-son, or it could be mother-daughter, or father-daughter, or mother-daughter, or mother-son. Child and parent energy coming up. Dance to the rhythm of life. Reframe your mind. The High Priestess. Interesting. 4 of Wands. So I feel like in May 2025, pile 2, there could be something going on with your family. Now you could be the parent and your child could be the person that you're dealing with, or it could be that you are the child and you're dealing with a parent or a parent figure in this aspect. By the way, I get the message about a teacher, so it could just be you and a teacher as well, or you are the teacher and it's like a student that you're dealing with. But I feel like there is some emotional energy going on there, and it's like I get this message which says, I love you so much. I love you so much and I don't want you to go. This is the message coming up. It's this message also like, why did you have to go? With the Empress card here, it's like I feel whoever this person is, or maybe it's you, but one of you is like really very important for the other. One of you is really longing for the other, wanting to be with the other, and it's like, I miss you so much. Like only I miss that happiness we felt together, you know? With the 5 of Swords card here, it's like something is weighing heavily on your mind. And I feel like whatever it is, your guides are kind of telling you like, you know, this is something you have to go through. This is something you have to deal with. With the High Priestess here in reverse, I feel that this other person, they really, I feel like maybe you don't see truly how much they truly care for you as well. Or it could be vice versa. They don't see truly how much you care for them. Like there's a secret kind of emotion going on here, where it's like, I really think of you in the highest esteem. And by the way, I do get this energy of potentially missing someone who has passed on or who has gone away from this world. So that could be a reality for some of you. With the Four of Wands here, I want a little bit more information on that. I want to take one more card for this Four of Wands. Let's see. What's going on with that Four of Wands? The Magician. Interesting. Let's look at that card. But it's reversed. Yeah, with the Four of Wands and Magician here in reverse, I feel the message is that this message of longing, like I wanted to do so much more with you. I wanted us to be together so much more. I wanted this deeper like collaboration or deeper relationship or deeper building of something together with you. But it can't be now. And I'm sorry for that. But with Dance to the Rhythm of Life here, it's like I feel you learning to basically like get over the fact that you can't be together or that this thing can't work out or this thing can't happen. With the reframe, this is happening for me, not to me. It's like, don't think that the world or the universe or God is against you just because this thing is not working out. And I feel some of you could be very, very hurt by this situation and feeling very bad about not being able to get what you want in this case. I feel this energy of really being like, you know how children, they just like cry when they don't get what they want. I feel that energy like you could potentially be very, very hurt, you know, and just feeling like it's a little bit of maybe like spoiled brat energy or something, but it's like you got to realize, pile two, that you can't always get what you want. Don't throw a tantrum. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Don't throw a tantrum. Don't be so stubborn. You got to look at, you know, the other options and the other aspects of life that you could work with, that you could be with, you know? Because yeah, I feel like it's a message coming up for you, like you're not seeing it. You're not seeing that there is good that can come out of it and that there is room for you to grow in this aspect. In the projects that you were planning to do with this other person, there's still room to rearrange and change and move on. So let's look at your moon, your career and financial aspect coming up for the next month. What do we need to know? Everything changes. Oh. A soft light radiates from my heart. It illuminates those around me and transforms every situation I encounter. I maintain a positive attitude in spite of any difficulties I may perceive. No matter the circumstances, I remain a source of true joy. Everything changes when it is bathed in the light of the divine. I feel like a message coming up here is that you have to change the way you're looking at your life, because I feel you like being too down on yourself, and you got to realize that there's light and there's love in this life. So don't let it stop you from reaching your greatest potential. I feel like some of you could really be feeling held back and feeling like down on yourself. So what do we need to know for Scorpio Pal 2? King of Wands, Nine of Wands. Wands energy going on here for your career and financial aspect. Page of Swords. Tower. Five of Wands. Everything in reverse. Let's mix it up. Okay, Justice, Four of Pentacles. Let's take one more. Three of Swords. Oh my goodness. Pile number 2. Have you been having financial or job trouble recently, or maybe for a long time? The message coming to you seems to be that you've got to change your perspective and you've got to change the way you think about things. Don't let the little things get you down. And I do feel like for some of you, like you could have issue with feeling secure. I get the word like insecurity coming up as a big thing that could be resonating with some of you. So it's like, I feel like with the Justice card here, you're being told, try to have balance. With Three of Swords, it's like, don't let little things hurt you. Don't let these little paper cuts turn into huge wounds, which just like ruin your whole life. With the Tower card here, I get this feeling like you feel, for some reason, like dejected about your work or finances situation. You may be having a lot of issues with that. I want to ask, is there anything pile 2 can do to get that back or to rearrange those things in their life? So 10 of Pentacles is coming up, and it tells me that you should just try to be happy. Don't be so down on yourself or so down on life. Just try to experience happiness and positivity, because I feel like without that, it's going to be very hard for you to take actions here. With Knight of Wands, with Nine of Wands, it's like it's going to be very hard for you to work properly and advance in the proper career sphere of your life. I feel like with this Significator card, it's really telling you like you gotta change your perspective about things. Everything changes. Like a soft light radiates from my heart. You gotta let those things come out of you, I feel like you're a person, you may have been hurt quite a lot in your life, and I feel like that affects you very much, and it makes you feel like potentially you can't be loved again, but it's not true, pile 2. You have a lot to give, you have a lot to offer, and you gotta realize that you have gifts. I feel like you're a person who is quite gifted, actually. And like, you've just got to use those gifts for the things that you can in your life. Don't let the things that have happened to you in the past get you down or just like ruin your life completely. Okay, so we are taking a few of the Mandala Oracle and asking just generally for a little bit further advice for Scorpio pile 2. What does pile 2 need to know? Parallel worlds. What else? Udjat. Oasis. Okay. So I feel like your guides and angels are telling you, pile 2, that you have to realize yourself as a divine, like eternal being, and don't let life get you down. And also it's the message about like, this is just one of many lives that you've lived and that you will continue to live. So it's like, don't take things too seriously. And with the parallel worlds card here, it's like that message of, your life can be different, that your life can be really different if you just allow it and you just realize yourself. Like, I get this message about detachment, like you have to remove yourself as the doer and just think like, I'm just really like a spiritual being, and that I am free. Actually, I shouldn't be a prisoner to my own emotions. I'm not a prisoner to my past as well. Like, I'm a free person, and if you learn that and realize that, I feel like your oasis is coming through you, your inner oasis, but also your external oasis involving your career, involving your money. I feel like if you I feel like there's a message about practicing some kind of meditation or prayers, like on the daily, like having a daily practice or something like that. And then it's like that message of if you just keep with those things, you can manifest, first of all, your inner wishes, but also I see the flow of money coming to you much stronger. So I feel like this is something that you'll be going through this month, but I feel like it can continue into the next several months. So let's now take our general messages from Spirit and ask what are the general messages or recap that pile 2 needs to know. Awareness. I open my consciousness to my true self. I understand that I am here to grow, to free myself from conflict, and to discover who I really am. Today I release illusion and the limitations of the material world in order to elevate my being towards the eternal light. I grow stronger and stronger as I explore the wonderful being that I am. I feel like Spirit is telling you you have to be more, you have to believe in yourself more. You have to believe, that you're divine because you are. And don't doubt it. So let's take our tarot cards, Spirit Song tarot cards. What does Scorpio pile 2 need to know for May 2025? It is 8 of crystals, that's 8 of pentacles. Dedication, progress. The buffalo. What else? 9 of acorns, that's 9 of wands. Power, perseverance. 4 of pentacles, 4 of crystals. Control, security. It's an otter or maybe beaver in the river. The Empress. Beauty, abundance. Two of wands. Insight, focus. Queen of crystals. It's Queen of pentacles. Comfort, prosperity. Page of wands. Discovery, enthusiasm. It's one lemur type of monkey. Let's take one more. Oh, justice. Truth, clarity. So the justice card has come up a few times in this reading, and I feel like the message is keep balance in your life and always seek the truth. Always seek your greatest inner truth as well, especially. Like, I feel like with this 8 of pentacles here with this buffalo, it's like I get that message about like you feel like your path is really heavy. You may feel like your path is really heavy, but you need to know, I feel, that it can be light. Your path can be light for you, and it doesn't have to be so serious or so heavy or so deep and dark. Like you like with this 4 of crystals here, it's like I feel like you just have to try to enjoy your life. Friendships, I feel, are something that could be important for you. Like, don't feel like you have to be alone. You just have to move alone in this life and just swim alone in that water. Don't also feel like you have to be so self-sufficient or self-dependent, because I get the message like there are people around you that could give you support emotionally, like materially, physically as well. And I do get the message that for some of you, if you are single right now, I feel like there could be a new person coming into your life in May 2025. And you're going to feel like you really like this person, and like your perspective has to change in order for you to be able to get together with this person, because I feel like until you realize the divinity that you are, I feel like you are truly divine, pile 2. Until you fully realize that divinity, it's not going to be possible for you to have a proper, like, good, strong relationship with a significant other person in your life. I Of course, with our moon energy line here, I did see that it's like, I feel you could be hurt by some things strongly, but I feel like you have to move through those things. I feel like you are going to move through those things and feel much better in yourself. I feel like that whole process can start this month actually with Two of Acorns here, this falcon flying, insight, focus. It's like, I feel you could be getting feedback from other people, and it could be like a therapist or even just from watching these videos here on YouTube. Yeah, with the Queen of Pentacles here, I do feel like, and I do see that you could be just getting some surprise money in your hand this month. I feel like somebody may just give you something. It could also be jewelry, especially rings and stones as well, something like that. And with the Page of Wands here, Page of Acorns, I do feel you like still holding on to these negative emotions in a way, but becoming comfortable enough with them so that you can still continue on in your life and move on at least a little bit in your life. So, yeah. So, pile 2, if you like this reading today, please always like, comment, share, subscribe. As well, I will say that the PayPal link is down below, so feel free to send any donations of your choice there. It really helps support this channel, and I will see you in the next one. Stay in the light and positivity always. Bye! Hello there, pile 3, Scorpio pile 3. Thanks for clicking today. So you have chosen the detachment card. It says, with detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's when it's often fulfilled. And we have the goddess, her name is Shani, on here. She rides on a crow, so Shani Devi, but there's also Shani Dev, which is more popular, and this is the embodiment of the planet Saturn. So I can tell you right now that I have quite a bit of experience with the Shani Dev, like the male counterpart to this goddess, and it can be quite a heavy energy and quite a difficult energy to deal with. So before we get into your reading today, I want to say that for these monthly readings, what we do is top line is the moon energy line, and that means your emotions and your relationships, that whole aspect. And the second line is the career, financial, assets, money aspect. And the third line is the general messages from spirit and the recap and anything else that we may need to know. And before each line, we do always take a significator card. So what does pile 3 need to know, Scorpio pile 3 need to know for their month of May 2025? Discovering. So it says, today I release my old beliefs, convictions, and preconceived notions. In their place, I seek new ideas, innovation, and endless possibilities. I am adaptable. I am able to see beyond my previous limitations and discover greater worlds inside me. Wow. Releasing old beliefs, you see, with detachment. Interesting. I feel like emotionally this is a very transformative month for you, pile 3. But we're going to check that in a minute. So I am using what's called Celestial Carnival Tarot today. This nice black deck for my Scorpios here. Always have a funny kind of karma with Scorpios. Scorpios have been some of my greatest challenges in my life. I also have a daughter who's a Scorpio sun sign, so yeah. Scorpio people are people who really make others learn about themselves, I feel. So let's get into it. What does Scorpio pile 3 need to know for the month of May 2025 coming up? The Chariot. Okay, so there could be an aspect of taking a trip this month. Four of Pentacles. Four of Swords. Six of Cups. The Devil. Five of Cups. Oh, interesting. So I feel like this could be a month where something is happening to you and it's like you don't really like it, but I'm going to take one more card. The Lovers. Okay. Now it could be involving a partnership in your life, romantic. I do generally feel like it could be more so romantic, but it could be a friendship. I don't necessarily feel it's so much family, but I feel like there is some relationship in your life this month that you're gonna see that like it's not so healthy for you, and that you need to take a step back or move away from it because it it's not serving you as good, you know, like a good relationship should be. So I feel like it could be a month of moving on, and I feel like if it's moving on, you're actually going to feel very comfortable with this period of moving on and feeling like, you know, this is the right thing for me actually. I need to move on from this person or from this arrangement or from this situation because if I if I stay, there's no way for me to stay really. That's the energy. It's like this is killing me. There are so many things that have been left unsaid, and there are so many things that I want to say, but I feel like it's gonna fall on deaf ears, or like that person could be quite manipulative, and it's like, okay, I just need to walk away and not say much of anything and just do what I need to do for myself. And if you do that, I feel like it's gonna be the best thing for you. I feel like it could be, you could have some feeling like with the Four of Swords here coming up, like, I feel bad about this. I feel bad that I have to leave that person behind, but I also get this energy of like, I just wonder what's going to happen to me if I'm going to leave this person behind. But with the Four of Pentacles coming up here and the Chariot here, I feel like these are affirmations just telling you that this is the right thing to do. Oh, it's Four of Swords. Yeah, Four of Swords. So, but with Five of Cups here, it is that definite energy. Like it's gonna weigh heavy on your emotions or on your mind to walk away from it. But with Four of Swords, Four of Pentacles, and the Chariot here, there are all these affirmations just saying that, you know, it's time. You're strong. You can do it. You've got the, you can say like the finances or the ability to walk away from this. You're not like trapped in this, I feel. But yeah, with Four of Swords, it's like, you know, you're gonna feel a huge weight coming off of you, coming off your mind, not having to deal with that person anymore in your life. So yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a very positive thing for you just to move on from whatever this is. We can take a few of the Mandela Oracle cards with that. Let's see. Golden Soul. What else? Butterfly. Seed of Life. Yeah. Yeah, what comes up, you know, with the butterfly card, it's like spread your wings. But with Golden Soul also, it's like you're so much better than this. I feel like the cards are telling you you're so much better than this. You're so much better than this situation and better than this person. Like you've got so much potential and like greatness within you, and just if you could only see that, you know, I feel like you do realize it, that something in this relationship is holding you back and that it is not serving you as well as it could be, you know, like this relationship is really just not doing it for you. With the butterfly, it's that I get the like message in my ear, spread your wings. Spread your wings, and also with the hands here, like embrace life. With Seed of Life, it is that energy like just know that by embracing life, life is going to embrace you, and by taking one step toward your real like path of eternity, the universe will reciprocate to you, or God, you can say, will reciprocate to you. Just one step and it's like 1,000 steps are going to be taken toward you energetically. So I get this message about you having to be true with yourself, having to feel, having to look yourself in the mirror and say, you know, pile three, my Scorpio, my reflection, what do you want? And really speaking to your reflection and asking, what do you think is right? And I feel like you can realize something from looking at your reflection, whether it's in a mirror or whether it's looking in some water, like a bowl of water even. I get a message about that, but it's like, I feel like there is some realization you can have by looking at yourself into your own face and asking your own self, self, what do you think is right for me? And I feel like you're going to find some right answers like that. So we are now looking at your career money aspect line. And so we've got the significator card, crossing into the light. Today I face a new bridge that I must cross on my journey to inner transformation. Today, like every day, I will practice the laws of universal love. Thus, I will deal with the current situation in a positive way so that I continue to grow and evolve. As I cross this bridge on my way toward the light, I am reminded of the true meaning of life. Wow. So I do feel like there is a change going on in your personal life this month, which can somewhat affect your work life or your career life. Who knows, maybe you and this other person were even colleagues, or maybe you were collaborating together on projects and then it's like you got involved romantically and it's like you shouldn't have, something like that. But let's see, what do we need to know? Okay, the Hermit, yeah. What do we need to know about the career money aspect this month? Judgment. Okay. Turn on the light. Does it make much of a difference? I don't know. Maybe it makes it worse. I don't know. So difficult to deal with this. Anyway, let's look at the next card. What is it? Two of Pentacles. Okay, that's not bad. Page of Cups. High Priestess. Hanged Man and Death. Oh, what's going on with that Death card? Let me see. Shuffle it. Queen of Wands. Okay. Now, interesting. So I feel like for some of you, there could be this energy around leaving an old workplace or leaving an old project and starting up a new project by the end of this month, because I feel like for the first part of this month, it's going to be like you deciding to change things around in your work sphere. I do feel like there could be some connection definitely with your emotional or relationship sphere coming up with your work stuff. But yeah, this energy is like, I get this feeling like you're afraid of what other people might say or how it might affect your money and your work sphere coming up this month. And with Two of Pentacles here, I get this energy of you really thinking about like, okay, how am I going to manage this? How am I going to balance this thing that I need to do? Because I see you being like, okay, I really need to move on from this in my life, in the more personal sphere. But then I feel like it comes over into the work sphere as well. But I feel you finding that good balance, and I feel like it's going to be more about just doing it rather than talking about it and rather than planning it. With the High Priestess here and Page of Cups, it's like, Page of Cups is like, hey, I know the solution. I know what I have to do, and I just need to be confident in it. I feel like, this is the thing that Spirit is telling me to do. And I get that energy again about like you looking yourself in the mirror and just saying to yourself like, okay, person in the mirror, this is what we're going to do together, you and me. You know, me, myself, and I, we are our own team together. And with the high priestess energy, it's like I'm kind of an enigma to others around me. Only I know what I'm going to do and what I need to do, and I just have to be confident with it. With the hanged woman or hanged man, it is that message about changing your perspective. So yeah, I feel like by the end of this month, you're not going to worry too much about the judgments or about the words of other people. You're just going to do what you have to do. With the death card, it's like, okay, death card in reverse especially, it's like, okay, there's a new thing coming. So it's not necessarily that this past work thing is necessarily ending. It could be ending for some of you, but I feel like it is more about opening a new chapter. So it could be a secondary thing that you're doing as well. We see the Queen of Wands card coming up here, and so it is like, I feel you taking new action and like being involved in your own thing, and maybe even being your own boss. With this sunflower that she's holding, it's like you've got a good idea in hand. You might be even doing a new kind of hustle, some kind of side hustle, or a new project that someone has wanted you to get involved with recently. So it is that kind of energy. Like, I feel there's something new coming up for you in your career sphere. I feel like pile 3, your money is pretty secure in a way. I feel like you're the type of person you're never going to be without money, especially because we have Saturn energy coming up here in our significator card. I feel like there's a lot that's going to be going on with work, especially for you, because Saturn is all about that work energy. So yeah, okay, so parallel worlds. Interesting. Flower of the Wind. Why is it that I'm shuffling and I'm getting similar cards to pile 1? Ohm. Okay, yeah. With pile 1 also, it was a similar thing that came up for the career sphere. So with the parallel worlds and Flower of the Wind, it's like, I feel something in your life is changing. Like, that other path is starting to happen for you, and it's like, you know, two trains, the train tracks are splitting, and you're going on the other path at this time. So it's like, you know, I do truly believe that there are different versions of ourselves in different universes based on whichever decisions that we take in our life. So I feel like you're taking this big decision to do something on the other path, and so your path is changing and moving from what it would have been. And with the Flower of the Wind, it's like, it's that energy of like the universe just sending you little hints to let you know, or your guides or your angels sending you little hints to let you know that, hey, you're on the right path. Don't worry. Like, the flowers are flying to you in the wind. You might even see some like petals or flowers, just like, if it's a windy day, just like flying at you. So I feel like this is an affirmation. I feel like flowers could be a positive affirmation for you, something to look out for. If you ever question to God, to the universe, to your guides, am I on the right path? Just look around for symbolism, and I feel like flower symbolism could be a thing for you. And with the Om card, it is all that red energy of being like grounded, feeling strong within yourself, and I do see it here as well with that Queen of Wands card, like sacral or solar plexus energy. It's that whole energy of like, you know, feeling strong in yourself and like you're doing the right thing, you know. So let's now take general messages and recap and anything else that pile 3 needs to know today. What does pile 3 need to know? Beyond. Today I lift my consciousness above all worldly illusions. I remember the power I have in every situation. I always have a choice in how I respond. Today I choose to turn my thoughts toward God. By focusing my awareness beyond the illusions of the material world, I experience simplicity and peace. Detachment energy as well. turn your consciousness above all in this material world, you know? Detachment energy. Let's look at the Spirits on Tarot for the answers, things that are coming up. And what does pile 3 need to know? Ace of Pentacles, and it says manifestation, prosperity, panda. Yes, I do feel that strongly. Manifestation and prosperity are coming up for you this month, or it's at least beginning. 8 of Pentacles, it is dedication, progress. What else? Transformation, and it says transition, liberation with a locust. Two of Cups, Two of Shells, union, harmony. Interesting. Something similar came up in one of the previous piles as well. I'll explain in a minute. Of course, we are doing 3 different Scorpio piles, so something can be similar. So 7 of Pentacles. Options, results. It's an aardvark. Is it an aardvark? Looks like yes. Is it aardvark? Maybe. It's definitely not an anteater, right? So what else? The Sun. It's vitality, joy. And one more. 7 of Swords, 7 of Feathers. Preparation, resourcefulness. So, with the Ace of Pentacles coming up here, with that manifestation, prosperity energy, what I am seeing is that I feel like you are a person who you're going to, it's like by cutting negativity out of your life and cutting other aspects, other like energetic aspects that are not serving you out of your life, you are going to be able to manifest greater and higher things in your life coming forward. I feel like May 2025 is a starting point for this. I feel like it's kind of long overdue. With the detachment card coming up here with the Saturn energy, it's definitely strongly coming up. Like this is a big month for you financially or career sphere in that aspect. So I feel like it's something that you're doing yourself. I feel like it's not really like getting a big inheritance or something just falling on you. It's like you're able to do it yourself. And I feel like you're very wise. You're very smart. You have real knowledge. I feel like some of you may be very educated, and I feel like you may be a person who keeps a regular kind of practice in your life, whether it's like doing yoga every day or whether it's like just reading reading before bed every evening or something like that. But I feel like you're someone who you always want to keep going, you always want to keep trying to better yourself. With the 8 of Pentacles here with the Buffalo, the transformation card, it is that energy. Like I feel the guides are saying, just keep going with it. Just keep moving with it toward your path, moving on your path. Don't look too much to the past. Of course, always remember your past. Always remember where you've come from, but always look forward toward your future. And also, with the 2 of Cups here, 2 of Shells, there is that energy like some of you could be getting into a new partnership this month, or we did talk about breakup energy going on here, but I do feel like there could be potential for a new person to come in, a new person who's supporting your greater ideals and your greater aspirations in your life. With the 7 of Crystals, that whole aardvark energy, or anteater energy, it's like you will be able to find the things that you need. You know how these type of animals find their food, the ants, they just put their nose in the ant hill and dig out the treasure, the ants, that they want to eat. So it is that energy. Like, I feel like you're going to be able to find what you need always. I feel like you're a very resourceful person. I get this kind of like year of the rat energy. If you know Chinese astrology, it's like year of the rat. The rat person is able to just, find whatever they need. Just like a rat, a rat can dig through the garbage, a rat can find the most amazing things for themselves. They're real survivors. They're real resourceful beings. So with the Sun card, vitality and joy, I do see that by the end of this month, you're going to be feeling very good with your decisions that you've made this month. And with Seven of Feathers, it's Seven of Swords, preparation, resourcefulness. I feel like you're going to be making more preparation, especially in your career sphere, and more development within your career sphere. So I feel like those developments will continue on beyond this month, into June, into July, and for the rest of this year, especially for the rest of this year and into 2026. I feel you growing and becoming very like big and good at what you do somehow, pile 3. So wow, nice to meet you, pile 3. Such a person who's going to be big in a way. Just come back here and tell me, oh, Allie, you were right. Don't forget about me, the little person, when you become a big star. So, pile 3, if you like this reading today, please like, comment, share, subscribe. And by the way, I have my donation link down below in the description. It's PayPal. So, if you so choose, donations do really help the channel, help keep it alive, help me keep creating and keep going. So until next time, stay in the light. All the greatest love to you in May 2025. Bye.